today's announcement, there appears to be a little bit of confusion around some of the funding and the strategies and the commitments that have been made.
The only confusion was reporting in one of the articles in the paper this morning, but the funding's, the money from Campbelltown's guaranteed through the Campbelltown Council, who've organised the funding of it. Leichhardt was explained previously, so it's all go ahead.
So was it the sort of green light from Campbelltown Council that they've finally come to the negotiating table?
Yeah, well, they've been at the negotiating table for a while, but about 2 weeks ago they had a meeting and unanimously decided to go forward. Had another meeting last week which guaranteed the funding to us, which we'll do an MOU on. The only thing we've got to finalise with both councils is obviously the arrangements regarding the leasing of it, but they're both 10 years with 5-year options. So it means that we'll be playing out of there Campbelltown and Leichhardt exclusively from 2029.
And in terms of that funding, the way Council has explained it is that it's identified funding, so some of it or a lot of it they still have to source. So is this sort of agreement contingent on that funding coming through? Or
Not as far as we're concerned. It's a commitment from the council to us for the upgrade and the funding. We've seen the plans, etc. So from our point of view, it's and that's what the MOU will read, that the funding will be guaranteed.
What's the feeling like at the club, and just having secured a future that's been up in the air for so long?
Yeah, I think it's it's a major part of the puzzle. I mean, there's a whole lot of things we had to do to re-establish this club. Obviously, the board, the independent board, which is operating and going really successfully. Obviously, rearranging our commercial side, which is now will show a profit this year for the first time for a long, long while, which is an outstanding result. Our jerseys are sold. Our commitment on our jerseys, etc., sold for the next 3 years, which everybody once again said at the start that we're going to lose all these sponsors, but we've actually increased them by over 40%. And the final piece of the puzzle was the stadiums, because we needed to have stadiums that we could actually, quality stadiums that our fans could come along to and know that we could provide quality entertainment for. And both Leichhardt and Campbelltown were not up to the standards to be able to do that. We made the point at Leichhardt and it came good for us, and we've made the point at Campbelltown. And the new mayor and the council's got right behind it. So both councils want rugby league in their areas, and we've been able to get that, which is great for the club going forward. 27 will probably see Leichhardt shut and get built. 28 will be Campbelltown, and then 29 we're both together. So it's exciting times for the club. Gives us real directions and allows us to be a joint venture club with ground secured.
Does part of that commitment mean you play more games at these venues?
Yeah, well, yeah, it does. I mean, what it means is we'll, at the moment, for one more year, we've got already got agreement in place for one more year, which is 4 at Campbelltown, 4 with venues New South Wales, and 3 at Leichhardt, and 1 up at in Queensland for the Magic Weekend. But going forward from that, it'll mean that eventually we'll play all games. But so we'll play a lot more games at Campbelltown in 2027. And then a lot more games at Leichhardt in 28, but we'll still play out of Combank for the bigger games until both stadiums are fully established in 29.
So when they're both established in 2029, do you foresee removing those 4 venues New South Wales games from your schedule?
Yes.
And adding those?
Yes.
Would you still do the Queensland game?
No. Well, we'll wait and see. We'll probably take one game. We play a very successful game at venues New South Wales on that Monday, which we'll probably continue on with year about. So it was one game in question, but there's 11 games certainly that will be locked into either Leichhardt or Campbelltown.
Did the players know yesterday when they ran out before the game about this announcement, or was the halftime announcement the first time they would have?
Yeah, no. I've sort of kept them up to date that we're negotiating, but Benji knew. I told Benji, but what players are like. They're more worried about the colour of the grass and then worry about the stadiums in total. So I think that they're really excited about it. They're excited about the plan we've got going forward. What they're most excited about is that we laid out a plan 16 months ago about where the club was going, both on and off the field. Commitments on the coach, commitments on the players and the squad and improving it, commitments on improving our, and we have met every single one of those published statements. So there's not one of those statements that we haven't met, which were on our website last year, which not many people chose to take consideration of, and in between time have carried on about it. The reality is we've never gone off track. We've achieved all the results we wanted, including a profitable year this year, and we couldn't be in a better place considering where we were.
And having the security of having those two ovals or stadiums moving forward, what does that mean for the club?
It just means that we're locked in, and that we've got a commitment to the West. I mean, Campbell, we'll be in 60 schools by the end of the year with our Empowered program of domestic violence and school to work transition. We've got an agreement with the University of Western Sydney. Our offices are based there now, as are the NRL and New South Wales Rugby League offices. We've got a strong tie to the Leagues Club out there, and now we've got this tie to the council. So we've made it, one part of the plan that was put in place when I took over was we wanted to spread to the West. And we've done nothing but do that since we've been here. And this is the final piece of the puzzle. So we've got a commitment to the historic Leichhardt Oval, but the real spread for this club as far as membership growth, commercial, is to the west of southwest of Sydney. And we've committed to that, and we've shown by what we did and our actions what our commitment was.